So we're looking at column addition with 4 digits, and we're going to have a go at some missing number problems. So let's get straight into the questions. Okay, so here's question number 1, and you can see we've got this 4-digit number with some missing digits, and another one underneath with some more missing digits, and we have our answer of 4,698. So how could we tackle this one to fill in the answers? Well, I can see that in the units, and I'm going to start with the units column just like I would if I was actually doing this in the normal way, then we can see that we've got some number of units, something plus 2 gives us 8. So this must be a 6. Moving to the next column, we have 0 tens plus some number of tens gives us 9 tens. This must be a 9. And here we've got something plus 2 gives us 6 hundreds. That must be a 4 hundreds there. So we can add it to the 2 to give us the 6. And lastly, we've got 3 plus something is 4. This one must be a 1. So we have 3,406 plus 1,292, and that gives us 4,698. And if we check that, we can see that will be 4,698. And there's no regrouping or carrying required in this one, so it's nice and simple. Okay, on to number 2. This one, again, we're going to start with the units column and keep an eye out to see if there's any carrying or regrouping and see if we can fill in the missing boxes. Straight away we've got something plus 3 gives us 4, so this must be a 1. And now we have 1 plus some number of tens gives us 6 tens, or 60. That must be 5. So 1 plus 5 is 6, or 1 10 plus 5 tens is 60, because this is the tens column. Moving to the hundreds column, we have something plus 1 is 8. This must be a 7. 7 hundreds plus 100 will give us 8 hundreds. And for the thousands column, 2 plus something is 6. This must be a 4. 2,000 plus 4,000 gives us 6,000. And there's number 2 done. On to question 3, and again we're going to start with the units, and again we're going to look out just to see if there's any regrouping or carrying. We have 9 plus something is 9, so this is straight away going to be a 0. And here we've got something plus 3 is 1, so we can't really do that with column addition, so we must have a carry. This must be an 11. So if I have 8 plus 3 gives us the 11, and now I know I've got this carry here. And so we've got 1 plus 5 is 6. We must have another 1 to make the 7, so I've got to remember to add on that. And we know we needed that because we needed to make 11. 8 plus 3 gives us the 11. 1 plus 5 plus 1 is 7, and now we've got something plus 2 is 3, so this must be a 1. And we've got 1,589 plus 2,130, and that gives us 3,719. So we have 1,589 plus 2,130 gives us 3,719. Question number 4. So again here we're going to start with the units column. And I've got 8 plus something is 7. So I must have a carry here for that to end up as a 7. For that to be less than this digit that we've started with, we must end up carrying over a 10. So this must be 17 rather than a 7. So what do I need to add to this to make 17? It's going to have to be 9. So 8 plus 9 is 17. And then we've got 1. We've got all of this filled in, so we can actually just fill in the answer row. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus another 7 is 14. So we actually have another carry here. And then 1 plus 4 is 5. We must have to add a 3 to get to 8. There's no carrying there. And we must have something plus 1 is 3. That must be a 2. Giving us 2,468 plus 1,379 with the answer 3,847. Okay, now it's your turn to have a go. Here are 4 missing number calculations for you to have a go at, and then we'll go through the answers. Right, let's look at number 1. I'm going to go through these fairly quickly. We've got 1 and 8 is 9, 1 and 5 is 6, 7 and 1 is 8, and 2 and 4 is the 6. On to number 2, we've got 0 and 2 is 2, 4 and 3 is 7, 2 and 1 makes 3, and 5 and 4 gives us the 9. And those two are fairly straightforward because you don't need to worry about regrouping, carries. On to question 3, 6 and 0 gives us 6, and 2 and 1 makes 3. Here we've got 7 and something gives us 4, so this must be 14. And we must have 7 plus another 7 gives us the 14. And then into the thousands column, we have the 1 and 1 is 2, plus the 5 makes 7,000 at the bottom there. And now the last one, we have 9 and 0 is 9. 6 and 7 is 13, so we have a carry here. And then 1 and 9 makes 10, and this must be adding 1 more to get the 11 here. So we must have a 1 in here and a 1 carry. So 9 and 1 is 10, plus another is 11. There's my 11, 1 and 1. And now we've got 5 and 1 is 6, plus another 1 gives us 7,000 in the thousands column. And lastly, here's a challenge for you to have a go at. Create your own 4-digit column addition missing number problem, just like the ones that we've shown, but you have to make the answer 1,836. You could do it without carries, you could do it with carries as well for an extra challenge too. And if you want more 4-digit column addition videos, we have 2 more on grouping and no regrouping. There's also some other videos on cryptorhythms if you want to have a go at something a little bit different but still with column addition.